Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and this is a super cool house we're going to show you here. And the house isn't that big, but the yard landscaping is absolutely amazing, and it's still a really interesting home built in the 40s with some super interesting features. I'm starting with the garage. I did go in there, but there's a lot of the seller's stuff and different things, so I didn't want to show all of that. And I do want to thank the agent who allowed me to do this video because there's quite a few of these houses I'd love to show, and I don't always get permission to show them. A lot of times those are the houses that end up on my membership channel where I can show them there since that's not public. But this house is in Greeley, Colorado in Alice Acres. It's currently for sale. Boy, they were at $890. I think they lowered the price. And it's a really neat lot and set up so well, but the house is a little small. So that's kind of, I think it's one drawback. And if you are willing to come in here and put an addition on this house, usually I say additions aren't really worth it. This one, it might be worth doing and just making it a really cool kind of Santa Fe style home. But it's got a fountain, just personal touches all over. You can tell someone just devoted their life to this house almost on the outside and how it's set up, and it is gorgeous and has multiple garages. That's always a plus in my book. And inside, it is very interesting. Like I said, there's just details and pergolas and just stuff all over the place. But you walk in to a dining room, which is a little strange, but it's a big room, cool details again. And it gets a little more interesting. Now, this is one of the two bedrooms. So I don't know if this is an addition at some point or always there at the house, but I know it doesn't look like a bedroom, but it is. And you can see all the built-ins all over the place. And this is something I haven't seen. I can't remember if I've ever seen one of these in person or just in movies or not. I know I've seen them in like hotels, but I'm not sure about an actual house. It's got a Murphy bed. So that was pretty cool. Now that I think about it, I think there was a house that was in this area that might have had a Murphy bed too. I didn't put it down right, but you get the idea. And one of those things, I don't know how functional it actually is, because you've got sheets and different stuff and pillows, but it's still pretty cool to have and pretty easy to get that extra bed if you need it. Maybe someone who's had a Murphy bed, if there's anybody out there, can let us know if they're functional or just look cool, or your experiences with them. So we continue walking this way, and you've got a cabinet. No, but it looks like a bigger house from the outside than the inside. It's very wide. You do have a bathroom, and yes, you can see some of that historic charm, bathroomness with the colors and tiles and different things. It's in really good shape, though. Everything was in really good shape. You've got your laundry room here, washer and dryer, and then boiler, cabinets, and then you get into your kitchen, which is, again, very nicely done. Not huge. That's kind of the story of this whole house, but you can see the windows are everywhere, different details, the vaulted ceilings. Really cool how it was done. The cool fireplace. Would this be a terracotta style maybe? I don't know. I haven't studied architecture to know all the styles and different eras and everything. But while it wasn't huge, it was a pretty neat property, how it was done and all the details. Now, we do have another bedroom to see, and it's only got 2 bedrooms. So I think it's 1,800 square feet with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So like I said, if you were willing to put in an addition, maybe another family room, a really nice master bedroom, this could be an amazing property. Really cool. Because it did have big rooms, good sized rooms, and all the windows and everything. So what was there, I think, is pretty cool. Definitely savable. It just needs a little bit more. And this is the master bedroom. And then you've got your that's the master closet. Pocket door. I'm a sucker for pocket doors. Lots of built-ins all over. That's the story of this property. Those look like they may have been a little newer. it'd be interesting to see what this house looked like, how it was laid out originally. Maybe it's a 3-bedroom, maybe a, who knows, because it's got this big master bath here, which was not typical back then at that point. So they could have definitely done some extensive remodeling on a very small house. Who knows? And I mean, because I think it might have had an addition too, so it might have been smaller back then. So that's the inside. And then there is more of the outside, plus another garage that we can see. So here's the second garage. And the yard is just so cool. I know Nikki, my project manager, was with me when we saw this. And yeah, that's, just so cool walking around the outside. And the steps and everything. Just they put so much time and effort into all of it. And one drawback is it backs to a slightly busy road. It's just a 2-lane road. It's a little bit busy, but it's got kind of the cool gate and different stuff. So it was just set up really neat. And you've got all these different levels in back. You even had I don't know if it's a pro or a con, a weird ditch thing up here. That's probably not, you prefer your ditches to be below your house, not above them, but it doesn't look too serious. And there's no basement. I think, was it slab on grade? I would assume it was slab on grade, so you wouldn't have a basement or crawl space that would be in danger. And then flat roof, not ideal. I mean, there's probably some slope to it, but if done right, it can still work. But yeah, the windows were one of the best features of that house. A lot of times those old houses, you do not see many windows at all, and the windows you do see are tiny. So, and yeah, paths and different stuff all over. A few shrubberies around it. Kind of feels like you're definitely almost in the mountains a little bit, even though we are not. Greeley is not in the mountains at all. People don't always realize Colorado is not all mountains and green and beautiful. Half the state is mountains and green and rivers, and half the state is dry dirt with sagebrush. So it's a very, there's a lot of different climates in Colorado. And then yes, here's your gigantic fire pit, more fencing. I lay flagstone down quite a bit. I don't always do it as nicely as they did it. And then here's the other garage too, which was, again, all the architecture and stuff is just gorgeous. Garage was only wide enough for one car though, I think. It was a little bit narrow, but still a nice added feature and cool property. Like I said, if someone could come in and just add on a little bit, I would love it. But what I love isn't always what everybody loves. So maybe it'd be perfect for someone who is single or didn't have a big family and they want it just as it is. Who knows? But really cool property. Glad I could share it with you. Hopefully we'll find some other cool properties to share as well. And of course we'll have our own properties, flips, rentals, laundromats, commercial properties that we're always dealing with as well too. All right, I'd love to hear what you think, and we'll be back.